Oh, I love when my mic settings just change because my computer felt like it. I thought that was like a laptop thing. I've never had that happen on the new computer. That is so unfortunate. But yeah, I was just saying we're just gonna run through a few things. Appreciate everyone for showing up and hanging out. But yeah, there's no like especially difficult boss here that we need to do. There's no Mesmer, there's no Rolana, there's no Melania. So I don't really know what specifically like we should be working on here, in all honesty. But I mean, we'll just get warm and we'll play our game and just kind of go for there, you know.
Well, thou art of passing skill.
I don't think I want to like roll in on that anymore. Yeah, welcome and thank you for the follow.
Tarnished.
Yo, what's up, Seljuice? Thank you for the good luck. I appreciate it, dude. Alright, let's just do that a couple of times. We should be able to like kill him before he even goes into phase 2 on the actual run, but he is also a complex boss, so it's good to be warm on him in case something weird does happen. Because if something weird is going to happen, it's going to be on the run. It is not going to be in practice. That is simply not how this works. But this is +0 damage versus the +4 damage that we will have, so
Thou art of passing skill.
nothing
Warrior
to worry
blood
about.
must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
and then he would just be dead here on the actual run.
Well, thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Alright, let's do like a Malekith. I don't think we need to do a bunch of Malekith. I've been playing for a little bit at this point. I'm quite warm. So I'm not super worried about this. And again, this is super low damage. This is +0 weapon instead of +10.
Death. I will not have it stolen from me again.
Like, a little too aggressive on the R1 punishes there. Alright. And then on the run, we shouldn't have to interact with like phase 2 at all. But again, if something goes wrong, you want to have it ready, so. Alright, here we go. That was an interesting string. That roll was a little bit early, I think that could have been bad. Okay.
Before Malekith, the Black Blade.
I don't have teleport set up to just teleport back to where we were, so I'll just load the save state again. Let's just do it leveled.
Thou who approacheth destined death, I will not have it stolen from me again.
A little bit of a damage difference there. That's fine. Like, what else do we really need here? I guess Nile's a good one to practice pretty much always. And then I guess we should do like the Crystallian duo like once or twice as well. I ran through that a lot this morning and last night, and I'm pretty sure we're fine. Like, I'm pretty sure I've done it enough at this point where when something has gone wrong, I'm able to like identify it before it's actually a problem, which is always a huge plus. Alright, so that's like unfavorable RNG. Good for practice. I'm not really sure how to like bait the jump again though. Like surely it's a distance thing, except he kind of just walks. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that looks good. Always nice to practice the bad RNG before the match and for it to go perfectly fine. Let's do Crystal Duo real quick. Like, if something is gonna go wrong, like, this is probably where it's gonna happen. It's a pretty consistent strat, but sometimes, like, their AI is just really, really weird. Which can just lead to some nonsense. Alright, the line was good, the bird isn't following us. We're chilling. So we very specifically wait on this rock. Once they're both in that corner. I waited too long. I didn't feel like I waited too long. Not really sure why they both attacked either. They're a duo boss, that's not supposed to happen. I was so slow on that, actually. Okay. Pretty much as soon as their feet like touch the ground as part of their get up animation is when we're good. It looks a little bit awkward because they usually get knocked like into the wall, so they're standing on the wall. But it's as soon as they like bend their knee and place the foot like flat on the ground is when they have a hitbox again to knock them back over. Or I guess that's like when you would start charging the spell rather, not when they have the active hitbox. Wait on the rock. Because if you wait too close, like the one with the rings will actually like turn around and react to you charging the spell, which is really bad. And I have also found out we cannot use the Ash of War to kill them either, because that can launch them back into the air, which can cause them to... That's different, okay. So maybe that doesn't really work either. But if you knock them into the air, they can fall on you and stagger you, which still counts as a hit. They were pretty close together. I don't know how I missed the other one. That's just something we have to be aware of, though. There's wonky stuff here that can happen. I don't know, dude. I don't know what it is that just randomly causes them to like queue up an attack. Like initially, I was like, oh yeah, I mean like if they get stuck on an item or something, like they'll break it. That's fine. But like even after that like little stool on the side got broken, the spear one like still went to just like swing at the wall. I have no idea what he was attacking. He didn't know I was there. Like if he did, he wouldn't have missed. Yo, what's up, Red Ranger? I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, like it should be fine. Even if something like that happens, I don't really care about that. That might have been a little bit too wide, honestly. I'm not really sure where they're gonna end up standing here. And like the cool thing is, like a lot of times you know something's gonna go wrong before it actually does. So like if you bow them over there, you can kind of see what their pathing looks like. You can determine from their pathing like most of the time if you're gonna like actually be okay to like go in and like charge up the rejection. And like if you're not, you could just bone out. Like where this is in the run is exactly in the right spot so that we do have the option to bone out still. Because after we kill this boss, that won't be an option anymore because we need all the money to upgrade everything. Like this is good. So I think, like on an actual leveled run, we'll be able to do like a tap R1 there, and then just like R1 spam for the kill. I think that's probably the safest bet to keep them both stun locked. Like after they get poise broken once, they get stun locked by like everything. And they're not particularly fast. And I'm pretty sure like with talismans and everything like that, we're not gonna need more than a tap R2 and an R1 for them to be dead. They're not high scaled bosses and will be plus 10 at this point. Like I think it's good to have the muscle memory of like tap R2 and then two R1s, but I don't expect it to actually take that much. But like the extra R1 is always good just in case. See, like that makes no sense. He's literally just sitting there staring at the wall and goes, "Oh, I guess I'll swing." And because his swing animation is so wide, he actually does see me there and then just aims the swing at me instead. I don't know what causes him to queue up that swing though. Because he wasn't stuck on anything. He was facing the wall. I wonder if it's better to just break the stool and then shoot the wall. Is that something? Because that's the only thing I can think of is he wants to break the stool for some reason. But he was not stuck on it in that scenario. I know, like the other thing we can do, like we can stop charging rejection like whenever. If I see him queue up the swing, I can just let the button go immediately. And it'll still knock him over, it just won't do like the full poise damage. And then it might be good to just like do that and then just like bone out, honestly. And just try again. We're not super tight on time for this run either. Like we can afford to try again a few times, honestly. If we need to. See, without the stool, we're more likely to blast them in like opposite directions, which is bad. But it also does seem to prevent them from queuing up an attack. So even though this might be less consistent like setup-wise, it's probably still safer. Because if you blast them apart, it's easy to just like run away and Memory of Grace. Like that's not a problem. Oh. Oh. And now he just turns around because the thing isn't there. Good to know. Yeah, and see, like, that's where we would do this. I guess the only problem with, like, the inconsistencies of this would be, like, we only have so many great arrows. Like, we're on a save state, so we have, like, 30, but on an actual run, we're only going to have 20. And we do have to use some in other locations. So we can't just whiff all of them either. Yeah, I think we're just going to leave this tool there. I don't think I can afford to run out of great arrows. Because then what do I do? Then there's just no strat, so I think we kind of just have to risk it. If there was no time limit, like that would be one thing, but there is, so I do think we need to put some thought into that. Okay, let me look at some stuff here. Alright, that run is still going, so we can keep practicing. Just do like general warm-up stuff at this point, I suppose. I was under the impression that I had a +0 weapon on this save. Whoops. Here we go. I was too committed to my combo. There's really cool like run tech you can do there that I learned recently. The heck? I have never had the tailspin from in front. That was odd.
The thrones, stained by my curse, such shame they cannot bear. Thy part in this shall not be forgiven.
Oop. I thought I was gonna get a spin there. Really? Just sword rain forever, I guess. How does that miss? What is this weapon, bro? Alrighty, well, it is just about game time. I think I'm just gonna take a quick little break, make sure I'm prepped and ready, and then we'll kind of just sit in character creation for a little bit, but let me get all my practice stuff turned off now. Yo, what's up, Kara? Thank you for good luck, dude. Appreciate it. Um, okay, yeah, I'll be right back. This will just be like a minute or two, so I won't bother with the BRB, but yeah, we'll be back and we'll get started in just a little bit. All right, my dudes. All right. Hmm. I'm leaving the Discord up at the moment so I can see once the previous match is done, so I can get hopped into chat so they can pull me when they're ready. Um, yeah, I think we're just gonna chill in character creation for a bit. But hope everyone's having a good weekend. Um, yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say, really. This will be like an interesting run. I know my route's significantly different from everyone else's. Everyone else was kind of doing like a pretty even, like 3-4 weapon split, like 4 regulars and 3 sombers, or vice versa. And I'm doing I'm doing 6 sombers in 1 smithing. So it'll be a bit different. It's a little bit faster, I think. Um, Also a little bit less safe, but I don't know. I feel like if we were doing a safer route for this, I'd get bored and like not be focused at all and just end up getting hit in like really dumb places. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, this is less than an any percent, and then just like collecting stones really. So should be fine. What significant things do we have to do early? I guess like we have to pick up like the extra twos and stuff like that in Liurnia. And then we have to get the 3 and 4 bell bearing and pretty much every bell bearing thereafter. It's actually like pretty straightforward considering. We don't buy all the stones we need from EG up front, because that kind of screws with our money quite a bit. And then like at the end, there's an extra rune pickup in Halig Tree that's good. That gives us like extra money. Not entirely certain if we actually need it or not. Honestly, like we're probably fine without it, but we'll pick it up just in case. Because you buy like 1 extra copy of a stone that you don't need, and it's kind of just like, oh, I have to go kill Moog now. So I think it'd be better to just grab it than not. Alright, looks like Spectre just got pulled into the commentary channel. So I'm sure we'll be able to hop in and get started any minute now. Lemon doodle. Sure. That'll happen. That'll happen. Alright, yeah. I am now in a voice channel. I'm sure we'll get pulled any minute now. We're just about at that time. Um, I don't know if Numo's like gonna take a break in between or anything. I kind of imagine he won't. I think it's like this usually ends pretty late over there for him. So that's probably not what's gonna happen. Yo, what's up, Elias? Thank you for good luck, dude. Appreciate it. No one tell Donut. Yeah, I really think the only extra stuff here is just like the twos in Liurnia and like the bell bearing in Lindell. Aw, dang it, Shane. What's up, dude? Hope you're doing well. Appreciate it, dude. Appreciate it. Should be a fairly straightforward run. Um, like Crystal Duo is like a little bit wonky. Vi. Betrayal. I see you figured out the 2 second timeout this time. Yeah, not 10 minutes. Yeah, all good, dude. All good. Yeah, I'm in there. I'm muted. I'm not deafened. So if anything comes up, like feel free to yell at me or whatever. It's fine. Yo, what's up, Meowster? Appreciate the good luck, dude. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we should be starting like any second here. We're like 1 minute late already. Crazy. Yo, what's up, Agent? Appreciate the good luck, dude. Oh, yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Uh, is that? Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
What's going
There
on,
you
dude?
go. I'm sorry. Apparently an issue on my side. Uh,
No problem.
well, what are your expectations from the run today? What's the plan
Oh,
here?
we'll see. I had to switch some stuff up literally this morning, so we'll see how it goes. A
I
few
Um,
strats weren't working, so we'll see.
Oh, I guess that's good that you changed them then. It's
Yeah, well, new strats always go perfectly. We all know that.
All the
Changing
time.
strats
All
all
the
in
time.
one is perfect.
uh yeah, but I wish you both good luck. You are gonna go do amazingly well.
Thank
Uh
you, thank you. I'm excited.
I am excited too. And if you are both ready, I believe we'll start the match in let me do a dramatic countdown. Actually, parents, can you do a dramatic countdown for me? So I can
I would
see.
be honored to.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
Kilby, what number should I start at?
You gotta go with probably three.
Okay.
3. All right. What do you, are we going on go or are we going on 1? You know?
Should we just go on
This
three?
guy.
Yeah. Everyone go on 3. Okay.
Okay,
All right. 3, 3, 3, 3.
Alright.
perfect.
Good luck, dude.
Good luck, good luck, good
Good luck.
luck. Right,
Dude.
let me move the runners back to their respective channels. Actually, that is.
That was like the countdown of all time, dude. Of all time, yeah. Alright. Um, yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. This run is pretty straightforward. Um, like we're doing any percent up until the part where it gets like really hard, and then we're like not doing it anymore. And then we're taking like the Melania path, and then before we get to Melania, we stop because that's too hard. And then we're going to mode, but not fighting mode because that is also hard. So like this is kind of just like one of those runs. It's not like there's not really a lot of like flashy, impressive fights or anything like that. Like this was way more of like a cerebral, holy cerebral run to route out and that kind of stuff. Um, yeah, like it just doesn't really make sense for like 90% of the paths. Like we go up to Malekith. We do actually fight Malekith because we need the stone in the Ashen Capital. But like, yeah, Malekith is the hardest thing on this run for sure, and Malekith is really not much of an issue either. So it's kind of just like, alright, well. Really? Oh, would you look at that? Let's not aggro him this time, actually. Yeah, it's for the weapons, Elias. This is unfortunately necessary. That's 2 hits. Oh, snap. I didn't know you were one of those refs.
And I can also that you're not then wine. I am Carl.
Alright, so give me the pots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Goodbye.
Alright, we now have all our weapons. Surely that means we're halfway done the run, right? Surely.
say, sir, but I can play turning root to aid you. You need to the foot. Then it's summon me. Ah, I bequeath. It will some torrent. Treat him with.
Oh, I guess the other important thing is don't sell the smithing stones either, because that is something that we have been doing. It'd be really bad if we sold our smithing stones. I like kind of need those. Can you not actually? Did anyone catch the end of the last match? Did that end 1-0? Was that how that wrapped up? I don't get to watch like the last hour before my match. 2-0? Oh no, where else did he get hit? You didn't see where? Ah, that sucks, dude. In Farm, really? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, unfortunately. Yeah, that's like one of those things where like you never do that on any run, so like why would you know? And then all of a sudden you're a part of a hitless league and you have to upgrade 7 weapons for some reason. And you're like, wish I had known. Yeah, that sucks. Well, like, there's the dog, and then, like, there's a couple of beastmen, like, on the way up there as well. Oh, it was to the dog? Oh, did he, like, forget Beast Torch? Or maybe the Great Bow is just really loud and attracted the attention of the beastmen, maybe? Well, there's, like, one behind him as well, Shane.
Hello? Can you hear me? Help me. I'm stuck. Hello? Hello? Oh. Please. I just give and I'll pop. Don't dally. Give it your all.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to go back and look when I rewatch my game.
Well, wait. I see.
Oh, the dog came after him as well.
Lose their wits eventually. How could this? Was my whole
Right, yeah. Yeah, because that's like the fear of getting like a Golden Vow incantation. Because yes, you could just Beast Torch, but also those dogs are idiots and could just like roam into the fire and just like aggro anyway. Yeah, they both did. I wonder if their aggro is like tied together. Like some enemies are like aggro tethered, like the pots in Stormvale Castle are a really good example. So it must be something like that, I guess.
Oh, are you here as a... Oh, I'm afraid of...
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good with my little Golden Vow dagger. I don't particularly enjoy messing with that. Alright, we should also remember to grab Moog Shackle just in case. We shouldn't need it. But, I don't know. I might accidentally forget, like, to not level up after Malekith or something. Yeah, right. Jens is gonna be stoked that we grab Shackle for a fight we're not gonna actually do. My dudes, we still have like 2 more weeks of setups. Can you believe that? We gotta do this setup, and then we gotta do setup for 3 commanders, and then we gotta do setup for 2 dragons. And then we're gonna take a break. And then we're gonna have many, many setups while we work on either the St. Trina's run or All Remembrances. I think we might do the St. Trina's run first. I think that one will be a bit easier to knock out than All Remembrances, and it'll be a lot faster too. But yeah, I'm a bit tired of all the setups. It's so much, dude. Like, it's literally just running around, but it still just takes such a long time.
Well, it's been, and how can I? Have a safe.
anything to spend less money on stones, my dudes. Alrighty. I know, like, I'm still just scarred from my laptop days, where that could have actually ended up being a hit, even though we did nothing wrong. Like, it doesn't actually feel like the run has started until we get up that ladder without getting poisoned. So my laptop was like super not good. So like the frame rate was like really inconsistent. And what would happen is because of the frame rate inconsistencies, at least that's the theory. Like I'm not an expert. I don't know that this is for sure the issue. But there would be times when you would get the poison mist like one time, and it would just insta-proc on you. Like just immediately with armor on. And like the only thing I could think of was like it was like misreading because of the dropped frames and stuff like that. So it would either like proc multiple times or something along those lines. Like when I was running all Great Runes not that long ago, like I had like 5 or 6 runs die in Ferrith because of just getting like insta poisoned. It was kind of insane. Like I had so many people come in and be like, "Oh, this is easy. Like you just do this," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I'm doing." And they're like, "Oh, well, I mean, just put armor on. Like sometimes it's a little bit finicky." And I'm like, "No, I wear armor. And like sometimes I just get screwed. Like it kind of just is what it is." So that's why we always do Fort Ferrith first. Yeah, yeah. Mine was like super like burnt out. I had it for like 3 years, which like isn't bad, but I used it so much. Like I had lines of dead pixels like across the bottom of the screen and stuff from it like overheating, and it was definitely time for a desktop for sure. Yeah, it was like a whole thing. It was crazy. Like we're past that. That has not happened a single time. But no Pelicans. I was playing at like 4.3 at best. Like it was bad. Oh yeah, so you know what I'm talking about then. You know what I'm talking about. What's going on, Pelicans? Hope you're having a good weekend, dude. Upgraded to another laptop. Dude, desktops are so expensive. I was a laptop gamer for like, dude, I had like 3 or 4 gaming laptops, I think. ER on a Steam Deck hooked up to a TV. That's that's pretty wild. Yeah, it was definitely multiple coins. Handful of bills as well. It was crazy. Yeah, I am unsurprised that a Steam Deck doesn't run Elden Ring fantastically, but I don't even actually have a butt for that. I was gonna say, like, at least you have something to play it on, but I'm like 90% certain you just have it on console as well. Capped at 712. Oh no. Dude's over here playing like Elden Ring Opie edition. That's crazy. On playing on astigmatism. That's actually hilarious. Yeah, that is truly unfortunate. I don't remember whose stream I was in the other day, but Opie was in chat and someone was like, how do you watch streams? And he was like, yeah, I don't really get to see what like other people are saying in chat. I kind of just have to guess. And he's like, yeah, I have to like watch streams on like 180p or something like that. Was that donuts? And everyone downgrades to 180 and they're like, you watch Twitch like this? It was so funny. I was dying laughing. You usually watch at 160? That's crazy. Backseat button mapping is wild work. My god. Guys, I can't beat Godric. Can you help me? Yeah, remap your dodge button, bro. There is indeed, Meowster. There is indeed. Backseating through other people in a Twitch chat, even crazier. How deep does this, like, rabbit hole go, bro? Meowster. On 480, really? That is unfortunate. I think it depends on who I'm watching. Like, I feel like streamers who are like one time zone away from me, like I can usually watch it like 1080 or 720, like whichever one they're actually streaming in, and I have like no issues. But as soon as it's someone like overseas and stuff like that, like I'm usually like 720. I'd say I very rarely go down to like 480 though. Oh, that's true, Vi. That is very true. Yeah, like Sykes is in Australia, but I usually watch his at like full, like 1080 or whatever it is, and don't have an issue because I'm actually working on my other computer. So like if my computer is only watching Twitch, like it doesn't have any problems. $7.20 for bird skip. I don't think I actually need Academy Key here. It's just like on the way, so it's like why wouldn't you pick it up kind of thing. Because like we need to go to EG either way. Well, I guess we can do EG and then like not go through the arrows though. That would actually not be a bad idea. Perma switch to 720? Rip, dude. Yeah, getting off the laptop was expensive, but it's been nice. Alright, so let's get the other twos as well, right? We should just do that while we're here. Is this straight south? I don't remember. I think it's pretty straight south. Oh, a little bit to the right. And then for this, we can just grab Patch's Grace here too. And then we'll come back later. We haven't started his quest. Yeah, navigating Liurnia is just so roundabout, dude. I hate this pathing so much. But we can't really, like, afford to not grab the smithing stones either. My menu too slow. Don't forget things. I think we have honestly not forgotten anything yet, which is kind of crazy. And also don't get hit. Alright, that's good. That's good information to have. Do get not hit though. Oh my goodness. Wait, that's the same information. Okay. Honestly, like going through the two loading screens and then going this way is honestly probably slower and also doesn't get us Trina Lilies. That might have been bad pathing, honestly. 12 Trina Lilies is like more than enough. We sleep like a couple of lobsters and Godskin Duo and that's it, so. It's not like we need them, but I don't know, the arrows aren't so dangerous that we should just like never imagine going that way. No. We shouldn't need Moog. We should have more than enough money. We stop leveling up after Duo, and then we use like Malekith money and then Loretta money, and we're chilling. Because we're doing 6 somber weapons. So we don't have to buy nearly as many stones as everyone else. Yeah, sewer just for the stones. We're gonna grab the shackle too, just in case I screw up my money somehow. Because Moog is still a source of like, what, he's like 500,000 runes or something like that? Yeah, we gotta have backups for this. Dude, it terrifies me to just like run around with 500k in my pocket. I hate it so much. I mean, like, we could, but it would also be, like, a really big waste of time. And then it would also be, like, really easy to forget what you've already upgraded. And then you could end up, like, spending too much money on something you didn't need, and then be in a crazy spot. Any amount of cash anywhere. Actually, though. Yeah, it's like every time I look in that bottom right-hand corner, I'm like, oh, I should level. That's like a lot of levels. I'm like, no, the heck you shouldn't, bro. You're gonna level. You're not gonna fight anything else, and you're not gonna be able to upgrade your weapons. Like, can't be doing that. $5, yeah. On the flip side, finding $5 in your pocket, huge. That's like the best day. I disagree, and I have video proof. Correct, yeah. It was something I did by accident one time, and I was like, wait, is that just like a thing? Can I just like do that all the time? And I've kind of just like slowly been refining it as we're like prepping for league stuff, and I think I've done it like I think I messed it up like 1 week. So I'm like 4 for 5 at the moment. But like I look for like a specific line of tiles where like I turn, and it would appear that you can go right in between their detection spheres. Yeah, the perfect right angle. No way, we got the lucky kukri, let's go. Blessed run. Yeah, I've heard Witty does it too. I don't know if he does the same thing that I do. I assume it must be pretty similar. I can't imagine there's a lot of different ways to path exactly correctly through that area. But yeah, it could be like a daytime thing. They're talking about Mario. Yeah, Numa's been asking people like what their like first video game was. Mario's come up a few times. Right, recycles and no liar. I was watching one of his Morgott fights this morning. Dude is cracked. Just like absolutely insane. Yeah, he really is. What are we doing now? We're on our way to kill DTS. Enjoys Godskin Duo, no Ox. Yeah, imagine. No Ox is like, so like no bleed, no sleep, no frost, no poison, like that kind of stuff. Like the status effects, basically. Yeah, Black Flame's another one. Blocked. I don't know if enjoy is the right word. He is, however, a gamer and can do it, like, consistently. Weirdo behavior. I mean, we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Oh, does he actually, like, enjoy that fight, Pelicans? I didn't know that. Yeah, that is a little bit. I think concerning is like a good word. Yeah, Fetchery's Godskin Duo fights are insane. I haven't watched since he swapped to Uchi. I'm assuming it's like a little bit different, but probably largely the same. He has said it's a good duo boss. Rip. It's alright, he still told Numa he was wrong when Numa said Fire Giant wasn't that bad. Stop, exactly. What the heck? Like blasphemy in my chat right now. What is going on? Let's not get carried away now. Yeah, for real. Thank you for GG's. Shame. It's funny because it's true. Yo, what's up, Jepster? Hope you're doing well, dude. What did you miss? You missed Shane making another joke about you timing him out for 10 minutes. You did, but like it's still funny. Alright, round table time.
To determine if you have. It seems torrent, whereas I'm there is, but I can take gathering play. Very let my hand.
I don't even remember which boss it was. Was it? Were we talking about Fire Giant? No, I'm talking about when you got timed out, Shane. Alright, we go 30. Right, so like, even then, like, 10 minutes is like, that's basically a slap on the wrist for the amount of blasphemy that is. Um, are we... I feel like we're missing stuff.
You're no match, lad. You.
I must have... Yeah, I have runes, okay. I'm like, where's all my money? Okay. So let's wrap up, nope. We have to kill Bernal. I almost forgot. And I would also like to put away all the sticks. Clean up the inventory a little bit there. Yeah, simply poison cheese him and then scroll on YouTube.
What's wrong with you? I won't... I suppose I have no choice then. Is this what Grace would have of us? You are an enigma. To be certain,
Interesting.
the Volcano Manor
The item.
awaits you.
Jack Black. Kung Fu Panda mentioned. Not that I've seen, no.
Hello. Hell, it's rather my mistress. Could I ask that thug only if you've... Oh, what a blessed
I kind of
thought, please.
assume that there's probably no collision on that stuff. So we're probably chilling. It'd be really funny if that actually does happen in a match, though. I won't even be mad. I will. That would just be absolutely hysterical.
I'm not in love. You're a first. All right.
All right. So Dex tier we need. And Albinar and Grace as well. And then we can grab Assassin's Gambit. And start fighting stuff. It's funny that this run is only like 5 extra minutes of setup because we have to grab like the smithing stones and stuff, but it feels so much longer.
Thank you, kind. Did I forget? I see you are very to steady such. Please.
Alright, just about done.
I knew you. I hear. Take my hand. Give. I will.
I'm a gentleman? Wait, what happened? Oh, because I buy the necklace? Yeah, it's because my weapon bonks off the wall.
I am Tanrias.
If I could kill him, I would.
Now you but the drawing room, but be sure.
We took so many hits trying to kill trying to kill Bogart to get the necklace. There's literally just no way for it to be done with this weapon. You half explained it right. I should talk to Albus? Dude. Now you're just like asking for so much, you know? He has interesting hand placement. I have never noticed anything about his hands. Oh, you know what? I didn't mix my physic. Yeah, we do go look at him. We have to go to Consecrated Snowfield, so it will happen. Technically, I didn't forget. We're using it for the first time right now. So like we're chilling. I'm so confused. I'm gonna have to like take a look. Thank you for GG's.
Smoldering with thy meager flame, cower in fear of the night. The hand. It's tightly. Oh, the guard you breached. Fair enough. The gate.
We like that. It's clean. It's clean when he gives us like the good RNG, but sometimes he just doesn't. And that kind of just is what it is. That's kind of the thing about like Margit and Morgott both. Like those fights are as clean as he allows them to be. What the heck? I like hit the wall on the way down and it canceled my animation. Thank you for GG's. I missed something. Sent to a follower. Thanks, Vi. Surely I read it in my peripherals and I was like, ah, yes. Remember to jump. I sure did. I sure did. That was fairly recently as well. Definitely not L2. Unless. No comment. Honestly, kinda true. Kinda true. Oh, Shane had made a joke earlier. That Pelicans needed to swap his sprint button. And Pelicans was like, I can't believe you would backseat my controller layout. It wasn't a joke, my bad, my bad. Dudes, we're like kukri rich right now, that's crazy. Scroll wheel for CR2. Do you spin it or do you click it? Click? That's not bad. That makes sense. Okay.
Day, we'll return together.
Okay, that was kind of funny though.
Bathed in rays of gold.
Thank you for GG's, guys. Dude, I feel like if I was click for a charged heavy and then spin for items, I'd just be like dodging attacks and like drinking a flask. I feel like I would mess that up all the time. Sprint is R1. That's interesting. That was interesting. Oh, okay. That makes way more sense. That makes way more sense. I love when I like run up to the teleporter and press Y and it doesn't register, and then I put my torch away. Because I'm trying to scroll to yes when the prompt hasn't come up yet. That's like one of my favorite things. Also, I'm lying. I don't think we use Exalted Flesh on this run, like, at all. We're getting Godric's Great Rune, and then we're running to Radon. Going up, yes, exactly. Are you, like, feeding the commentators, like, information by? Is that what's happening? You would never? I mean, it wouldn't matter. I was just curious. This is true. This is true. You fall asleep this early? This is like an hour in. Sleeping. Fair enough. Yeah, setup is quite boring. Can hardly blame you. No, practice time, Pelicans. Practice is like 7 p.m. We're just gonna make it daytime. I'd like the bird's gonna be there. Add telescope to the 4th slot. 7 p.m. is prime napping hours. What do I know? Absolutely nothing. Rolls. That's actually big brain. Because jump on F is the most idiotic keybind I have ever seen in my life. Who does that? FromSoft, apparently. That's the default keybind for jump is F. It makes no sense. Yeah, it has to be spacebar. It has to. No, it's not. In Elden Ring, it is not. In Dark Souls, roll is on like space and stuff like that, but on Elden Ring, the default key is F. Like it is actual brain rot. That's like when I started playing these games with a controller. Yeah, actually, Pelicans. Yeah, you had to have changed it already. Because I remember, like, when I initially got this game, like, I played Dark Souls 3 for the first time, and it was on mouse and keyboard, and, like, I didn't have a controller to hook up to my PC. And I played that through, and it was, like, fine. Like, it wasn't a big deal. But, like, as soon as, like, jump becomes important, and you have, like, the pouch and, like, all this other stuff to work with, like, it just doesn't make sense to play on mouse and keyboard for me. Like, I really like mouse and keyboard for, like, first-person shooters and that kind of stuff, but anything else almost feels, like, better on a controller. Yeah, I used to catch a lot of heat for switching, like, my light and heavy attack keybinds. Yeah, jump on scroll wheel, that's a common one.
Champions! Welcome! The stars have aligned! The festival...
Yeah, Apex players, CSGO players, Valorant players. That's like almost should be a default setting, but isn't. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yep, gotta have the bunny hops, bro. Gotta do it. I did not forget anything. Thank you, though. Didn't it get, like, hard nerfed in Apex? I don't know if I did that right. I felt a little slow. I think we're fine. Okay. Yo, what's up, Sykes? Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you for GG's. Okay, so we do need the remembrance here. So do not pop it. Dude, this new controller is really nice. I really don't like the D-pad though. It feels really awkward. I don't know what's so different about it, but it doesn't feel right. It's literally just like some Xbox controller. It's nothing fancy. It's got like a cool galaxy on it. Like, it's nothing crazy. It was like one of those, oh, my controller's broken, I need a new one like right now. So it's literally just like some $30 controller. Yo, gold eyes. If you're a Link enjoyer, throw them in chat. Can't deal with claw grip, yeah. Like adjusting to claw was such a mountain of a task for me. Like I do it now and it's fine, but it did take me a hot minute till I get comfortable with it. Holy lag spike for no reason. Yeah, like I think a lot of people end up saying that like claw hurts their hands, which very fair, but usually when that is the case, the controllers that have like the buttons on the back tends to work better for people. Yeah, like a lot of controllers just have them at this point, but I don't really like them. Yeah, so claw is like a specific way that you like grip the controller by. So as you can see, I am holding B, I am moving the thumbstick, and I am still holding forward because my thumb is not doing like all of those things. Like I use my pointer finger to hold down B. So like I don't hold it like you would hold like a Nintendo 64 controller or something. Yeah, it's really only helpful if you do fights like unlocked. If you are not someone who plays this game unlocked, like you don't need this skill like at all. The heck was that? I sounded like someone just broke like a crap ton of crates, and I'm like 90% certain there are no crates in this area. What was that? Yeah, I feel like a Splinter Cell NPC right now. What was that? Probably nothing. That could have just been like a weird like gate opening sound, but I could have sworn that was like crates being broken. They didn't like the pipe fall, and that is literally the way it has looked for the past 5 weeks. Thank you, Meowster. Yeah, you really don't have to be super specific with them. Like, even if you miss, like, the noise usually attracts them.
To become the thing as now become.
Yeah, I don't think Baryon is, like, super familiar with Elden Ring. Like, he's done a couple of runs. But not, like, a ton. What am I doing right now? We're upgrading. But yeah, that pipe fall looks omega sketchy, but it's very difficult to mess it up. And by very difficult, I mean I have not been able to like sit there and intentionally mess it up without just like not doing it. The fire pots, yeah. So like the fire pots in Blue Dancer Cave, I actually have lineups for literally all of those because I'm a nerd and I spent way too much time in there being like, how do I make this just hit every time? Because it's super annoying when you get like bad RNG on like butterfly pickups. And then you end up only with like 5 and then you miss 2 pots. And then you're like, crap, well, I can't kill all the bats now. So I just found lineups for all of them. Well, not even all of them, it's just 2. Because like the wolf that jumps at you, you just lock on and throw it. And then there's like the bat that stands over the waterfall, you can lock onto that one and just throw it. And then the one down on the platform has a lineup, and then the one that's like up top on that pillar has a lineup. Because for whatever reason, that bat on top of the pillar is the one that'll actually follow you into the arena. Because like when he glides down from the pillar, like he actually has enough air to like make it over like that jump. I don't think any of the other ones can. So if you've ever like killed the blue dancer golem and then you had like a bat come like flying through the fog wall, it's that one. I know this because I was testing to see which one it was. I killed all of the bats except him, and he was the one that came through. Yeah, it's totally secret bat. You're right, Pelicans. You're right. Thank you for GG's. Yeah, like honestly, it's completely safe to just YOLO it, but it's annoying that you can't like warp out from there. Like you have to take the grace and then sit through that loading screen, and then you have to sit through the next loading screen where you TP to where you need to go. So I just like not having aggro once the golem dies because it feels a little bit faster. But yeah, it's definitely not a safety thing. It's just I don't want to sit through 3 loading screens when I could only sit through 1. Kukri with a jellyfish? I mean, honestly, probably. Yeah, you're good vibe, no worries. Not used to seeing not Zeph strats. They're very different. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I mean, like, if you have the Kukris, I wouldn't be surprised if that's enough. Like, it's a low-scaled area. It's not like they're super tanky or anything like that. I know you can kill the wolf. That's not what I need. I need this. Like, you can kill the wolf with one Kukri. I was doing that for a while. And then I was like, I don't pick up that many Kukris. Like, I should find something else. Listen, I used to jump the wolf, and then he hit me. Like, 2 or 3 times in a row, and I was like, well, that ain't good. Yo, what's up, Hanako? You can't kill the wildlife. You're literally talking about taking out the bats. Bats are wildlife. Come on now. Exactly, Ezreki. Exactly. Don't jump the wolf. Easy. What's up, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Hope stream went well, Hanako. Playing some Overwatch. Let's go. We are currently participating in a charity hitless league. We are partnered with Games for Love using modded weapons to beat Elden Ring hitless. If that sounds like your jam, you're in the right place. Bats are different. Bats suck. How modded are these weapons? They're pretty modded. They're pretty modded. They don't appear in any of the games by default. Yeah, so apparently the weapon that I'm using was actually inspired by One Piece. So I mean, like, that's pretty close. We're doing good, Hanako. We're doing good. You're doing good as well. Yeah, if you click on the pinned comment there, you can watch the commentary. I'm going against someone currently. A player who is able to complete the objective with the least amount of hits wins. Not sure how that wasn't a headshot, but okay. Shoulder shot? Could have been. Yeah, I am gonna have to get pretty locked in here in just a little bit. I have no idea how he didn't see me. We like that move. I love that move, personally. This catacomb is so miserable. Unfortunately, my weapon is lightning based. So the lightning scorpion charm we're about to pick up does me a lot of good. And now we can just leave. We don't have to do like the boss or anything. We're chilling. Yeah, Vi's big busy. Alright, only a couple more bosses left, really. Still like an hour more, but at this point, it's kind of more about like picking up the items we need. Yeah, duo's the last time we level. I could have sworn I heard her like take a few steps for a second. That was a little crazy. Heck yeah, I get the new one. Let's go. Alright. Alright, everything off except Sword Seal. And we're chilling. Let's make some new sleep pots while we're at it, because we can. Okay, right? Yeah, that's everything. Okay. No way, dude. Okay, I guess we're just fighting him then.
The throne, stained by my curse. Such shame I cannot bear. Thy part in this shall not be forgiven.
Anyway. Thank you for GG's. See, this is why we practice Morgott. Like, in theory, we could have just, like, graced out, like, during Sword Rain, but then, like, re-entering the arena is kind of awkward. So, like, I think it's better to just, like, fight them straight up at that point. Good save, thank you, thank you. Thank you for GG's, guys. Yeah, no Morgott, please. Always good.
Hello again. Allow me, you are unable to prevent the thorn, a husk, the only way, and become my purpose. So I'd like to the flame then and guide you.
Dodging it twice under nerves. Honestly, like, I'm pretty comfortable on that fight. We have a lot of damage. Like, the Morgott please is, like, the only thing about that fight that kind of, like, makes me nervous. So, it was like, we did the Ash, it just completely whiffed because this weapon sucks. And I was like, the number one thing I was worried about, I was like, I can't see the Sword Rain. Like, the yellow against the daytime sky, I literally cannot see. So I'm, like, sitting here running out. I'm like, I'm hoping I'm not directly under a line of swords right now, because that would be tragic. But then, like, after that came down, I was like, alright, no, we're good. Like, it was pretty chill. Good thing we took off all our talismans so our script would work. No, I didn't forget. I took off all the talismans so that the script would work. But then I messed up the script. I did the right thing, my weapon whiffed. That's a little bit different. So now it's Fire Giant time. Yay. Yeah, Morgott is an awesome fight. I've been practicing him a lot for like an upcoming RO1+0 run. And those have been going like really well. So that actually played a big part in me just being like, okay, I guess we'll just fight him then. Like if I hadn't actively been fighting him at low damage lately, I probably would have just like graced out and then tried again. But yo, what's up, Meta? Thank you for GG's. Dude, my script whiffed and I was like, what would Meta do? Easy win, easy win. Exactly, just kill him. It's fine. It's like definitely daytime, yeah, okay. Don't do anything silly. We're literally just running for the next like 15 minutes. That's the joke, my bad. Did you guys just see that golden-eyed vulgar militia right there? Dude, Meta, I saw. I was like, yo, that's what's up. That's what's up right there. I also love that we're calling that the Zephyr landing. If that could stick, that would be sweet. The Zephyr landing is like the animation cancel when you hit the wall from jumping somewhere very high. It's so finicky for like no reason. Yeah, so like you want to like swing your weapon as soon as your feet touch the ground, basically. Because I think the way it works is like a jump attack doesn't have the same collision. Yes, it's literally just wall bonking. Exactly. What's up, Fetry? Hope you're doing well, dude. But yeah, I abuse the crap out of that tech. I hate hard landing. It bothers me so much. But yeah, you basically want the game to have registered that you've landed, and then that swing is what can actually hit the wall. And then you just get the fast recovery instead of the, oh my goodness, my ankles have the thinnest of bones. Yeah, it should work for pretty much anything. Like staves and seals, like not included. But anything else, I think. Like you can definitely do it with like an Uchi. You can definitely do it with the swords. Can't think of any reason you wouldn't be able to with like a hammer type weapon. Oh, yeah. No, no, it's really just a like a very precise like input basically. But it should work with basically anything, yeah. I have essentially only really tried it with the short sword because that's my gambit weapon. So I could be completely wrong, but I can't think of any reason why, like, at the bare minimum, why like any bladed weapon wouldn't work. Oh my goodness, we're still on our way to Fire Giant, bro. Welcome back, Vi. We're we're still on our way. Guess my button layout to pass the time. Oh goodness. What do you play on, Pelicans? Do you play on PlayStation or Xbox? Nope, nothing silly. Just hanging out. Spawning dragons in the corner of the lake like we're supposed to. He's gonna show up late, so we're just gonna chill. Thank you. PlayStation 5 and Steam Deck since you started stream. Let's go. Oh, so it's like a brand new Steam Deck? Huge. Yeah, I like the idea of the Steam Deck a lot, but like at the same time, I've heard the battery life on it is like so bad. Oh, gotcha. Very nice. Hello? We don't need that. That's fine. Yeah, exactly. That's the way to do it from what I've heard. He would. The Steam Cube, yeah. That seems very good. I'm very excited for that to cost like as much as an actual computer though. It's too heavy for you to hold. Are they big? I didn't think they were that big. Yeah, the Gabe Cube. Are they really? Interesting. Yeah, if I played games that like weren't Elden Ring, I feel like that might be worth the investment, but like this is kind of the only game I play. So titanium wrists. I do not. Dude, my wrists bother me like all the time. Like it is a miracle that I can play claw at all. without getting like any pain from that, but literally doing anything else. Yes. Yes. I kind of assumed, but 1070 is such a specific guess. To 2 terabytes, good lord. 2 terabytes is so much. Oh, it's the best. I love being price gouged. That was kind of rude. I'm like not hitting the bracelet. Dude! What is this game? Like whiff simulator over here. What the heck, dude? The fact that we were like hitting him, but that was not considered the bracelet, kind of blows my mind. I don't like that combo, actually. Can you not? What is that? Brother, like how many whiffs has this been? How many whiffs has this been? This is actually insane. Alright. Anyway. Thank you for GG's. That might be like the worst fight of all time. That was actually insane. Dude, this boss plus this Ash, just like the worst combo you could possibly ask for. Holy. Alright, so we get this level, and then we get Godskin Duo level, and then we can't level anymore. I'm pretty sure this should get us to 75. And then we get a couple points into Endurance.
I have this world and death. Are you to commit? Very let my hand.
Dude, my Ash whiffed on Morgott. I whiffed on Fire Giant like 6 times in a row. Ayo. We're currently level 69. Because that is simply how levels work. Oh, Godskin Duo's next. We just have to make sure we pick up the Bell Bearing. Right before we drop down. If we don't, we kinda just lose. Correct, yeah. We're making pretty good time here. Alright, Bell Bearing. Secured. Thank you for Chi-Chi's. It's a very important one. If we don't have that, we're kind of cooked, I'm not gonna lie. I think that's like 5 and 6s. Like, where do you go for more 5s and 6s? Which one was that? What? Are you talking about the stone that we just picked up? Or the Bell Bearing? Yeah, the Bell Bearing I think is 5 and 6s. Might be 7 and 8s. Yeah, it's 7 and 8s. 7 and 8s. Because the 5 is on Frozen Lake. Somber, yeah. Make the joke. So this is last level up. Thank you for GG's. I'm pretty sure we get like 6 points into endurance here. Oof, not even. Alright. 18 is fine. We're not doing any more strenuous fights or anything, so. They're confused that we got Shackle earlier. It's just in case I'm an idiot. The speculations are funny. I'm confused on the confusion, really. Like, you pick up Moog Shackle, it's for one thing. I mean, we haven't done Moog yet. How could we have shackled Moog if we haven't fought Moog? I'm very interested to watch this back. The third mention of my unused shackle. Do they expect me to use shackle on Godskin Duo? Like, I'm like genuinely confused at this point. Like, what? Yeah, I mean, like, this is definitely, like, one of those weeks where it makes sense to be confused about what people are doing. But this route is not similar to, like, literally anyone's routing. We're doing 6 somber weapons. It is. It is a bit funny. Dude, they're about to be so confused. You guys ready for this pivot? I'm doing the fight that has a good chance of requiring me to grace out, which means I lose all my runes. I have to do it now, because I cannot grace out if I have Malekith's money. So we're upgrading our weapon to 10. And then we're going back to Altus. And, now we have some shenanigans. Oh wait, I'm dumb. Hold on. We need some stuff also. I forgot. I remembered. It's fine. Yo, what's up, Vinicius? Hope you're doing well, dude. We are good now. Yes. We'll just rest at the bottom of the mine shaft to like slot in the spell, and then we're chilling. They are confused. Excellent. Yeah, go fight Soldier of Godric real quick. Very important part of the run. We need just a little bit extra runes, bro. Alright. I would like to preface this by saying I have done this like 50 times in a row with no issues. No, we're chilling. I set it down here. Um... No. So, like, this is the weird part. Hold on. No. What a mess of menuing this is. Okay. Heck yeah, we did. Alright, I need to, like, pay attention here. Because if we're gonna get hit, it's gonna be here. You don't remember the bow? You would have definitely not seen this. This is, like, back half of the run stuff. That's not really supposed to happen. That's fine. Yeah, they got a little bit separated at the end there, which is not ideal, but is also fine. Thank you for GG's. They loved that, did they though? Did they though? No, we don't need torch here, that's fine. Not very. Like, the scary part is when it doesn't work. It's supposed to hit both of them, it didn't. But, like, we have also, like, practiced that as well, so, like, it was kind of whatever. And then, once, like, the R1 started missing the second one too, I'm like, okay, we just back up. Like, this is fine. He doesn't really do much. Exactly, Pelicans. That is exactly correct.
Thou who approacheth destined death, I will not have
Weird
it
opening.
stolen from me again.
Okay. We definitely have stagger right here. I didn't get the riposte though. Dude, what a jerk. I hate this weapon.
Witness tarnished.
Like, if it would stop whiffing, like, that would be amazing.
You what?
Thank you for GG's, guys. Alright, no leveling. No leveling. Lank, I suck. You can't expect these things from me all the time, bro. Ugh. Hope you're doing well, though, dude. Welcome in. Is He's Lank actually an emote? Because if it's not, it should be. That's actually a banger idea. Um... Nice. Alright, we should only have like 3 more fights here. We have to do Nile, Loretta, and Anastasia, and then we're done. And we just have to go, like, pick up Moog Stone, but that's pretty easy. Thank you for GG. I hate that skip. I am looking forward to not being under time constraint again, so that we can just like not do that. GG on the bong, thank you. Do the thing. Alright, dodge, run, 2 hits, wait. Oh, okay then. Thank you for GG's, guys. They love that, dude. That's a crowd favorite right there. Too early. I hate it. Yikes. I know, the aura just immediately drops to 0, dude. That was actually so funny. They're... Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Albazarm, correct.
Please, no. Dear me.
I see.
You merciless brutes.
I see.
Everything.
And thank you so much for your service. Oh, very favorable RNG there. Very nice. It's true, I did. Dude, come on. Yeah, I don't really like it either. That's different. Nope, not spending. I know for a fact they hated that. Yeah, there it is. Okay, what do we need here? Bow's good. So now we're making our way to Loretta because she guards like 3 stones. And then after that, all we have to do is pick up the Moog stone. And then we just level everything and we're done. So there's like one more fight, like 2 more running sections. Yeah, this zone is pretty horrid. What? Oh, the rolling? Yeah. I tried to distract the Black Knife Assassin there one time, and I accidentally hit her right in the face. So I have determined that it is safer for me to just roll there instead of trying to like pull her away. These things just happen sometimes, you know. Gotta find something that works for you. Very important. Very important. Yeah, there isn't really anything to forget at this point. Like there's like no more setup stuff. It's just a matter of like collecting the last few. No, I know you are. I'm just reiterating like we're very close to the end here. Yeah, enter Mulaney's arena just to mog out. Yeah, for sure. That seems very reasonable. Shut up. Reset aggro. It's not really that bad. Like, there's definitely safer lines than the one I use as well. So if you're watching this and you're like, this looks sketchy, you can literally just do the safer route. It's like one of those things, like, you probably do it the first few times and you're like, oh, that's scary. But then, like, once you've done it a couple, it's really not bad at all. Yeah, exactly. Literally the worst RNG. What a jerk. They hate it. I hated it too. But that was literally Loretta's fault. Like, we know that she can just go double glint blades. And it sucks. But, like, we can't prevent her from doing it either. If she hadn't double glim plated, we literally would have just like immediately staggered her and then she'd be dead. But we had to dodge things. Like, we're fine. Glint blades are just like a bad move in general. Like, nothing is gonna frame trap you the way that a glint blade is. That was like the #1 thing that made Rolana hard for me. Was like she could just glint blade and then just like wait exactly the wrong amount of time and then start swinging at you. So now it's just a collectathon. We pick up like a bunch of smithing stones and then we just upgrade everything. Yeah, I'm getting better about doing locked off stuff for sure. Not always like 100% comfortable with it, but I am making moves. Crap. That's fine. We'll just get the other one first. Actually, no. We won't, because after we get the other one, we go like all the way down to the end. Yo, what's up, Blue Island? Hope you're doing well, dude. Re-downloading League of Legends, don't do it. Don't do it, it's a trap. I need to like test where we can animation cancel here. Because I don't want to like bonk a wall and like draw attention. Alright, so we need one more stone. There's a nice big rune up here we're gonna grab real quick. Wait, why are they up there? I have never seen that before. An extended breather. No. We still have to go do Moog. Well, we have to like go through Moog's palace. We don't have to fight Moog. But there is a Somber 10 over there that we need. That I would be down for. That I would be down for. everything he says. Throw a kukri. That is actually so good, dude. I love that. Oh, do you pelicans? Dude, can you get me a clip of that? Because I've been trying to figure something out for that. For when I do the St. Trina's run. Everything I could use my starting bow for. Ain't that the way? Dude, Alabaster only is such a cool run. Yeah, I do the ladder thing as well. I'm having trouble like hitting him like the first time to get him to go up the ladder. That's the real problem. Fun very long. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Yeah, if you have a clip, that would be great. Appreciate the fashion souls. It's just for the bleed build-up. I've had like a couple of close calls during like practice. But there, we definitely didn't need it. Does it really? Interesting. Not sure if the Sanguine Noble actually heard that. It was a bit further than everyone else. He may not have. Oh, he did, okay. Oh, true. True, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, then I presume.
Okay, so 5. Nope. 5. No, okay. Let's just go to Hewig and get our runes sold first. We are chillin'. What now? Now we upgrade the weapons. And we're done. Yeah, thank you for GGs, guys. I don't think I forgot anything. Alright. 1. Ooh, that's alright, so that's 2 max weapons. We just upgraded 1, we're holding 1, so that's 2. 3. 4. 5. 'And we have 100k, so we're just gonna upgrade the dagger, I guess. And this will be 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Done. $232, bro. That's not a bad time at all. Thanks for GGs, guys. Oh my goodness.
Hello.
Yo, what's up?
Congratulations on yet another hitless run.
Thank you
Well
very
done.
much.
So, exactly what fights didn't go according to plan? Because you saved them in such stylish fashion that it was really hard to tell.
So like on Fire Giant, the Ash of War literally whiffed like 5 times. That was amazing. I loved that a lot. Like the first 2 times, it hit him. It did damage. It did not touch the anklet for some reason. I could not tell you why. I guess you could say the Crystallian duo was like a little bit funky, but like that's not a super consistent like, oh yeah, like once they're broken they're dead. So like that was kind of rehearsed anyway. Like it's nice when it goes smoother, but it often doesn't. Um, and then like we got bad RNG on Loretta, but that also didn't really matter all that much. Oh
Yeah,
dude,
Oretta
Morgot.
was insanely stylish. Yeah, Morgat. What happened to Morgat there?
It's the same thing. Like my Ash of War, like if I'm not dead center, like facing someone, it's going to whiff. Just like every single time. I was like too far on his side, I think, and so like I hit the ash, I just went zooming out in front of him instead, and I was like, oh, okay. And then we're sitting there running away, and I'm like, I can come back into this fight and like navigate his long range moves, or like we can just fight him. I'm like, all right, I guess we just fight him.
Yeah, it was like you've done great saving all of these.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
You're
important to
welcome.
rehearse like the the worst case scenarios, I think.
Is Anastasia consistent?
No.
No?
No, not at
Okay.
all.
Okay. Okay then. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no script or anything for that. You just like bait out an attack, dodge it, and then like try and go for a singular punish. She may or may
Can
not input read you, and that's basically the whole thing.
well, yeah, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
But All
Oh,
right.
I had one more question for Zephyr. I was curious about the Moog shackle. Was that just kind of insurance if you didn't have enough like money or something?
Yeah, so again, like Anastasia was super inconsistent. I had an incident when during like offline practice where like I died to her, and I was like, all right, that's stupid. Let's go again, make sure this works like we want it to. And I forgot to pick up my runes, and she killed me again. And I was like, bro, I just lost like 300k. Um, and like Moog is like with his remembrance, I think almost 500. So it's
Yes.
like if something horrible goes wrong, like we have Shackle, we don't have to waste time going to get it. We're right there picking up the stones anyway. It doesn't make sense to not. Um, but yeah, that's literally just if the worst happens, like we're still fine. We can still finish the run, kind of thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But yeah, congrats on another 3 points. You've been doing pretty well past couple of weeks.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you. Well, way to go, man. You've done great.
Yeah, appreciate it. It's been fun to work through.
Well, I I'll see you next week then. It's
All right,
been wonderful to see you run. Bye bye
Yeah.
again.
GG,
Oh,
all
Zephyr.
right. Take care. All right, dudes. That's it. We'll go ahead. It looks like Kill is still running. Is that correct? We'll raid in so we can watch the back half of his run. But I appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out. There's the raid. Let me make sure I copy my raid. We'll be back tomorrow. We need to start working on the 3 commanders% for next week. So that's going to be O'Neill, Niall, and Gaius. Um, Honestly, not too bad of a run. Like, Niall, we've been fighting. O'Neill, we kind of just nuke. And, like, Gaius is one of the more reasonable DLC bosses. We'll go with that. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for reffing, Elias. I do appreciate it. And to everyone else for hanging out here and not just in the commentary stream. Yeah, we're gonna get out of here. I'll be back 7 p.m. EST tomorrow, and we'll start prepping for that one. Yeah, all right. Take care, guys.